Hello everyone, this is End All Be All here, and welcome back to Grand Arena Championships. We have a new season and we have 3v3 happening right now, and I'm really excited about it. It's been about 4 or 5 months since we've had the last 3v3. These 3v3 seasons happen very rarely and infrequently, so we tend to forget exactly our gameplay. So the first few matches, first week typically tends to be when we are rediscovering our 3v3 muscles and trying to figure things out again. And this time it makes things even more tricky because of the presence of galactic legends. Last time around when 3v3 came around, I remember it was Malik and Darth Revan who had just come out, and having Malik on the team was as tricky as it is having to face a galactic legend Rey or Kylo. So I just to give an update, I recently got my galactic legend Rey about a few days ago, 3 or 4 days ago. Managed to get a fully 6 hours and R7. So looking forward to fielding her on this on the battlefield, and looking forward to try to take down Galactic Legends myself in 3v3s. There are a few ideas that I have, a couple of them to go against Rey, and let's see if we're able to figure this out if and when we face a Galactic Legend. A few of you, if you haven't had a chance to check out my last video that I sent out, that had a brief overview of a refresher for 3v3s. So I talk, it's about an hour-long video, so it's a little long, but I talk a little bit about exactly what are things that you need to think about, how you should approach your offense and defense in order for you to succeed in 3v3. If you don't have time to watch the video, I can give you a quick download in less than 30 seconds. I talk a lot about kit synergy and faction synergy, and how kit synergy is more important in 3v3 as opposed to faction synergy, which is more important in a 5v5 scenario. I talk about what is good for defense and offense. So for example, for defense, you have someone who's pre-taunting or auto-taunting, and conversely, if you're going for offense, since your opponent will be having these kind of taunters, you have characters which can go around taunt, like the bounty hunters, or which can dispel, either mass dispel or dispel on their basic. Secondly, have characters who can stealth on your team on defense, and conversely on your offense, have characters who can dispel these stealth characters, or you can do large AoEs if you're not able to reach the characters in stealth. And thirdly, you'll be encountering a lot of timeout teams. So on defense yourself, if you can put some good timeout teams with people who can heal or revive. On offense, conversely, you need to have people who can annihilate or execute or apply healing immunity so that these characters don't heal up. Those are the things. Those are some of the things that I talk about in that video. All right, let's go ahead and explore our current set of opponents. We have out of the 7 opponents that we're facing this time, we have exactly one character, one person from the Big Lebowski, Phoenix, who's got Galactic Legend Rey, and one person who has a Galactic Legend Kylo. Let's see, who was it? Not over here. Was it Nero? Yep, Nero with the Galactic Legend Kylo, and both of them are not with their ultimates, so without their ultimates. So there are 3 people totally, including me, who have got Galactic Legend in this group of 8. So I'm hoping to, I think I might run into both of them in my next couple of matches. So let's see how that happens. I'm currently hoping, I'm currently facing a character, a person from A New Hope, from Panda's Alliance. I can't pronounce the name, but from Panda's Alliance, and this person has got about 241k lifetime banners, about 40 to 50k less than me. So not and if you look at their offensive and defensive record, they usually tend to go offense heavy. 666 offensive wins versus only 106 defense. I think I've got about 350, 360 defense. So definitely a very offense heavy team. So I decided to go defense heavy as well. Having said that, I decided not to set my Galactic Legend Rey on defense because my opponent does not have it, and I felt that I will be able to prevent the clear even without setting Galactic Legend Rey on defense. and it seems to have, and that's exactly how things have turned out. My opponent wasn't able to clear my zones yet. Um, there's still time, so they might just be getting ready for round two. But as of now, at least they managed to one-shot the two resistance teams that I have down south, the resistance heroes with Finn and the vets with Poe. Both these leaders give offense bumps, and these teams can get tricky to take out if you don't use the right team. So I'm sure my opponent must have taken something heavy against those. Wasn't able to clear my Darth Revan with Basti. The fact that they took out Malik means that they must have taken gas against it. So four attempts over there, and then down here they cleared the Basti and the Grievous, one shot both of them, but one battle each against the Night Sisters and Newt team. Newt with Nest and Droidica. Those are always tricky. So as of now, my opponent has paused for the last few hours and not gone. So I'm thinking they might have exhausted their good teams. But in any case, case my opponent does clear the Darth Revan by some team, I have some pretty tough teams at the back as well. I've got my Padme in there. I've got my Shakti. I've got BB-8 and L3 under JTR. That's going to be a fast team, and another fast team under which is basically stealth based, which is going to be a Maul with the Sith Marauder and Kylo Ren over here. And I've modded my Kylo Ren over here for defense, completely for defense. Yeah, so two primaries of defense over here, plus obviously this primary over here as well, and tons of protection and offense. So what's going to happen in this team is Kylo is going to be left out in the open because everyone else would stealth, and he'll be doing a lot of retribution, and it'll be tough to take him down. But I don't know if my opponent is even going to reach the zone or not. So we have tons of room to play around with. All right, let's take a look at what my opponent has set on defense. They have their Grievous squad with no B2 in there. They have Magnagard, so he's going to be stealthing Grievous. Then we have a Talzin team, a couple of Night Sister teams over here. One is a stealth-based team with Asajj, and the other one is a Talzin Daka team, both of them with revivers, Daka and Zombie. And then since my opponent is going for Galactic Legend Kylo Ren, they've got their first order teams pretty relicked up over here. So there's a crew team with the Sith Trooper, and then down south they've got a Hux team with the tank and the Stormtrooper and Fox, and a couple of bounty hunter teams. So we're going to attack that zone first, and then see what we have before we take everything else out. All right, so let's take in CLS for the bounty hunter squad above. They've got a lot of AoEs, which means CLS will be countering. I'm going to leave Han and Chewie to be used with Kira at the back. So I'm going to take in CLS with the droids, and hopefully these guys have enough damage to get the job done. Plus we've got R2D2 to do some stunning. So hopefully this should be enough. Let's take a look. They're going to go first, and I'm going to start countering them. Excellent. Let's do this, and let's apply a stun, reduce some turn meter, and let's do this to Dengar. Little confused so that it doesn't go on under stealth. Got rid of him. See if we can't stun him. Not yet, but we can call everyone to assist and take care of him. That's the great thing about Confuse. He's not going to go under stealth now. Let's apply a stun. Let's reduce some more turn meter. Alright, another stun. Not yet. Okay, let's just finish off Dengar. Let's recover some protection. Probably won't be able to recover full, but that doesn't matter as long as we end with one-shotting the whole board. We should win pretty comfortably. Alright, 51 banners. Now, against the bounty hunter team, um, I think I'm going to take in my sisters, given that there's no, there's really not much damage out there. Um, there's a G11 Greedo who can score critical hits, and this guy is going to be pretty problematic as well, Embo. But I think with my Night Sister team under Talzin, I've got old Daka in there for revives and all that, so she should be good enough. Let's take this in. And the other thing is, since these guys will have plague, anytime, let me see if I can't. Yeah, actually, let's just spread some plague around. Anytime these guys fall below 100% health, they will end up doing, having less defense basically. Let's do a basic. Let's do this. These guys are attacking the weakest. That shouldn't be an issue. We should be able to revive everyone back towards the end. And these guys don't have any healing, which is why this team works well. There you go. See, both these guys are down. Now we just need to get our sister back and then take care of this guy with a little more plague. Alright, this should get the team taken care of. There you go. So you just have to identify the weak spots of the team and then try to take in units against that. So in this case, I knew that there was no healer and there was relatively low damage. So a plague type of unit will do pretty well against something like that. Alright, now against the Hux team, this is a relic Hux team, so I can't take it too lightly. The speed on the Hux is 274. I'm thinking of taking my own first order against it. Mine are not relict, so it's going to be a little problematic. But what this team really needs is control. So I'm going to go and try to do that. I'm going to try to go in with my first order, my crew, Hux, and Fox, and try to control this team. I'm going to try to land a double turn stun on both the Fox as well as Hux, and then try to get down first order Stormtrooper as soon as I can. And then that, I think 2 turn stun should buy me enough time to get first order Stormtrooper down, and then I can focus down on the other characters one by one. His lead means that he's going to be getting dominance, which means that all these guys are going to counter, 100% chance to counter. But as long as they're stunned, I think we should be fine. All right, let's take this in. Mine are pretty weak, even 5-star compared to the enemy, but I think I have the speed advantage. 266 plus 30, yeah, I do. So let's do that. So very first thing, I stun this guy, pass the turn meter back to crew, and stun Fox. These guys don't have a dispel, don't have a cleanse. Let's do a basic over here, and I'm going to see if I can't get rid of Hux. Let's do a basic. Oh, now he's got dominance. Now these guys are going to be countering. So I need to be able to get him down fast. Let's stun this guy. Pass this back to him. Stun him again. So that's the great thing about double turn stun. Let's keep attacking him a little bit. And I think I want to just finish him off. There we go. Now let's start working on this guy. Man, these guys are really tanky. But now that there's no dominance on the field, these guys are not going to counter, so that's going to be good. Let's pass this back to him. And let's stun him again. Basic so that the taunt is kept on him. Let's keep going on him. All right. Now we need to dispel this and get back after this guy. Stun him again, and let's take care of him. Mass assist and down. Okay. So now the battle is in control. First Order Stormtrooper doesn't have much damage at all, and without Hux in there, this team is no longer a threat. All right, so that's basically one of the key elements of what you want to take for offense. You want teams which can really control the opponent. So even if you've got a relic disadvantage, with teams that can really control the opponent with fracture or isolate or stuns, especially double turn stuns, you end up doing a pretty decent job against even more relic and geared teams. Okay, so we managed to save most of our good teams. Let's see what's at the back. Yeah, nothing much. So it's going to be a pretty straightforward battle. I think my opponent might have thought that I would set my Ray on defense. That's why they kept a lot on offense. But even without my Ray being on the field, I don't think they'll be able to clear me. All right, let's formulate a plan and then we'll come back. Okay, so we have plenty of offense left, so I don't think there should be a problem. Let's start taking out the teams one by one. Let's go with the toughest team over here, which is going to be Grievous, who is very well modded, 140k health. I'm just going to take in my gas against that. I've got 251st in there as well. Echo, who's great against droids, stuns them with this special, and got Arc, tons of assists. It'll be good against B1. This should be pretty straightforward. All right, there we go. Let's give this to Echo and let's start assisting. And let's do this, apply some days, and we'll probably get rid of him. Okay. Okay, let's keep going there. Couldn't stun Grievous, that's fine. Let's keep going after this guy. Ended up losing him. Probably could have soloed it with gas. Looks like Grievous is going to probably end up killing my other clone as well. So not great for banners. Yep. But I should be able to get rid of Grievous over here. Great thing is every time that gas uses anything against Grievous, because he's at no protection, his max health gets reduced, which means that his max damage also gets reduced. 46, yeah, that was low on banners, but we're not really worried about banners. Okay, now against the Talzin team, I'm going to take in my Bosk Bounty Hunters. I'm going to go with the full squad. These guys shouldn't pose a problem for them. There goes the taunt. Let's apply some burning. And let's go after Daka. Okay, managed to land a stun, which is good. That really shouldn't matter, since we should be able to heal. And now let's take care of Talzin and take care of her. And let's see, we should try to get some health back. Okay, looks like everyone is almost at full health and full protection. This should do it. All right, 54 banners here. Against the Night Sister team, I think I'm going to take in my Wampa against that. Let's have some fun. Let's just take in our Stormtrooper Han, Watt, and Wampa. Do I have any? Yeah, these guys should be more than enough. All right. Let's just take these guys in. There's plenty of AoE, so Acolyte really is not going to be much of an issue. First taunting tech to this guy, weapons tech to him. And let's get the AoE out. Let's get the protection up also. And let's keep going. Alright, Wampa, let's do your magic. Not quite enough. They should do it. Okay. Let's just wait till Wampa's damage gets ramped up, and then we should. Yeah, that was easy enough. 54 banners there. Overkill, but that's fine. All right, now what do we take against these teams over here? Definitely want to do Treya against the Geos over there. Yeah, let's just go in with the full Treya squad. I don't think I anticipate any issues here, because the spy is not G12, although these guys are targeting my Treya. Let's do that. Let's dispel spy. Okay, let's go after Brood and finish him off. Not yet. That was Spy's big hit. Couldn't take him out, but this should recover some protection. Get rid of him. And this should do it. All right. 51. Now, the others are not that great, the teams. What else do I have left? I've got... Alright, let's take Geos against the Kira squad. Those guys should be able to finish these guys off no problem. Brood Alpha, Spy, and Soldier. Okay, let's take these guys in. There's not as much damage over here. Let's finish Wandor first. Lost a little bit of protection. And there we go, recover everything back. Okay, 4 versus 3. Geos are always great versus low damage, non-AoE teams like that. I think Kira was the only one who had an AoE over there. What do we use against these guys? All right, let's take in our these two guys against that. Who else do we have? We have the first order squad here. Okay. All right, let's just take the full all of them in. We really don't need everyone, but that's fine. We're not going to use them anywhere else anyway. Let's just get rid of this guy. Spread some buffs around. Let's call him to assist. And let's do that. And let's take care of him first. Okay, might as well get him down, and let's spread some buffs around. Let's call Jolie. And let's finish this off. Okay, that was 54. We've got our CLS, Rebel Squad as well, that we can probably take against these guys. I'm going to probably take my... Well, before I do that, let me clear up the first order squad. And what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to take in my Ray with the Rose and Holdo. I know there are better resistance characters I can probably take in, but just want to test the kits of Rose and Holdo. I don't think these guys will be a problem for the Relic Tub First Order team, but I just want to test out the kits of Rose and Holdo under Ray. Rose and Holdo both have high synergy as long as all the characters in the team are resistance. They give tons of special stuff to resistance allies, and Rose has got some anti-first order synergy as well. Plus Amelin Holdo has got a heal, she's got daze, which is great against first order. So let's just, it's 7 relic, 7 relic and 5 relic. So let's just take that in versus that first order team and see if, and yeah, it's basically not going to be much of an issue. Let's give this to Rose. And Rose got stunned. Excellent. Let's do this. Let's apply some daze. And he cleansed, of course. Let's do this again so that we keep the protection up on everyone. Let's get rid of Sith Trooper. There we go. Yeah, this was a pretty easy battle. Let's heal up Ray again. Rose is not doing anything much though. There we go. She got stunned again. That was completely useless. Yeah, let's just keep Rose alive. I want to at least have one stun off from Rose. But yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So look at the amount of bonus protection that these guys have, that even a Relic 7 Kylo is not able to get anything done. Okay, finally Rose is out of stun. Let's get rid of this guy. And come on, Rose. Oh, she couldn't stun. She's got over 100% potency and wasn't able to land a stun against First Order. She's meant to be an anti-First Order team. But yeah, really unfortunate. Oh well, there we go, 52 banners. Yeah, I mean, Ray with anyone is... Ray probably would have been able to solo that team as well, just because there's so much of protection over there. Alright, so let's clear this zone first with our Kenobi, since we've kept Malevolence on defense. Let's just go in with a full squad. And I think this much should be more than enough. Let's just get rid of the Thrawn squad. I think they kept their own Kenobi on offense. Okay, let's do that. And some buff immunity. Oh, applied buff immunity on the wrong guy. Should have applied it on Sunfac. But we can probably get rid of these guys pretty soon. They are pretty weak, I think. Let's call in Plo. Give everyone turn meter and try to get rid of Sunfac as soon as we can. That should do it. And now let's get rid of Hyena Bomber. We really don't need to do anything with the taunt yet. Alright, let's get rid of Spy. Alright, that should take care of it. 66 banners, okay. Now we just have one team left at the bottom to take care of. And we've got a CLS squad over here, so it shouldn't be an issue. And CLS, I've got Thrawn as well. Yeah, CLS Thrawn will be overkill. But yep, that's the only team we have left. But I could probably take in Kira as well. Kira lead for protection recovery. Mm, nah, Thrawn is better for control. Okay, so that was easy enough. Let's just get rid of Karth since he's got AoE. And then let's just take care of this guy. Not allow them to take a single turn. There we go. So simple enough. One shot everything. The total banners I got was, let's see, 2463. Yep, I think 2477 is what you get if you get 54 banners in all the matches with 66 banners and with 60 banners in ship. I think 2475 is almost a full 54 in every single match, which means you've got full health, full protection everywhere. I think the biggest loss that I had was the Grievous team, but anyway, it's pretty straightforward defense. So this was a simple match. It was a good way to warm up and start the season. Nothing too taxing, nothing too tough. I didn't even have to keep my Ray on defense. But going forward, I think my next couple of matches are going to be with two Galactic Legends. So I'll definitely end up keeping my Ray on defense with a few interesting characters. I've got a few good ones in mind. And then if I face a Galactic Legend, I'll have to figure out ways to clear it. So hopefully you guys will get a chance to see me do that in the next couple of matches. All right, that's it for today's match. Hope you guys are off to a good start to your Grand Arena matches. I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Take care.